I don't know why, but whenever I use his iPad, I can't set it down horizontal. And what I thought was going to be a nice, relaxing, short session over here, now I've got to hold it up with one hand vertical, and that sucks. Great, tremendous. How's everybody feeling? So, night before our little extended weekend road trip as a family, and I just wanted to pop on while there's still a little bit of time. The moon is huge. The moon is absolutely gigantic tonight. Have you seen it? Is anybody outside looking at it right now? It's big and it's a deep yellow, golden even. Hello, Shotzi. I just got a nice card from you today. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. But welcome. Good morning in Australia. Hello, Brilene. Good evening, gangster. Or Genster, I'm sorry. Ryan Swayze. It's been a while. How you been, man? Shane. What's up, Kimber? Cody. Kathy. V. Dixie Six. Everybody's streaming in now for a little something. Florida is in the house. It kind of feels like a nice night in Florida right now. It's about 85 degrees today. Ray Finkel is here. Ray Finkel. What do you know about Ray Finkel? When the moon hits your eye. And it's, it's got that golden crust on it, too. What's up, Witchy? Have never smoked a cigar out there in Australia. Well, this one is at this point, this stream is gay, says Mark Swan. Someone who thinks about gayness and tries to apply it to every situation in a very, very strange way. Welcome aboard, Mark. Anyway, I'm just here to say hello and kind of give you guys and gals the leeway to lead the conversation a little bit. What's big? What's interesting? Do you have any questions? What's going on, Sharon? What's going on, Dark Brain? What's going on, Big K? The cigar is rolled a little tight. It'll probably loosen up around halfway in, but it's going to take a while to get there. What's going on, Michael? Pretty sky over there. San Francisco Bay, California. It's a gorgeous sky here. It is. Let's see here. I sent you a possum video on Twitter. Oh, well, I don't know. I wouldn't know. There's people who have sent me tons of possum videos on Twitter, and they they just get muted and I never see you again. It's so silly. Just don't do it. And it's not because I've got this issue where I'm paralyzed. I mean, I wouldn't want to come face to face with one and have to fight and actually touch one. But I've been getting pretty good. But people sending me that stuff is almost like that the kids in high school that like run up to your cafeteria table and just poke you in the ribs and run away, and they run away too quick for you to swing at them or something like that. That's what gets me annoyed. So I'm sorry I didn't see it, because I probably saw where the video was heading and I just muted you, or I muted the tweet. I don't know. Shane, I come back next Tuesday. Yes, the day after Memorial Day, and I'll probably go and do some live streams like this along the way. Volume is quite low. Well, put your volume up. Where'd you go, Frank? I got married again. Lauren and I renewed our vows, this time in the church, which was very important to me. And we got that done yesterday. It was a beautiful day. It was a really, really beautiful day, start to finish. Um, I It was great, and then we had family over and just coffee all day and things like that. And so that was yesterday. That was why I was off yesterday. And then today was just kind of like getting things in order because we're taking a trip into New England tomorrow. And so I'm going to be off Thursday and Friday on the show. And then Monday is Memorial Day. So I would, maybe Sunday night, definitely Monday morning, I'll be doing a stream on this. And, but it's just a little one of those things. It's weird not watching you while I'm cooking dinner, says Sunshine. Listen, at 6:58 p.m. I started sweating. Today, this evening at 6:58 p.m. I started sweating. It happens every time. What am I doing? You still have a chance. You can still go live. Very rare I have a day off that I feel totally relaxed in being a day off, unless it's Saturday, Sunday, or some kind of a federal holiday where everybody's home. So that's that. Yeah, I'm happy. Aurora, you know what? Let me see if I can get you a picture. I posted it, like I said, on Patreon and Subscribestar. You get a lot of behind the scenes stuff on Patreon, Subscribestar. So become a sponsor, please. It helps an operation that is fledgling, but may seem like it has a production crew of 50 behind it. I promise you, your monthly support means the world. Where the hell is Aurora? I want to show you my flower girl. Oh, come on. No. No. Hold on. Maybe if I dim it. Maybe if I dim. There you go. Oh, she was so proud. She was so proud. And I am proud. She's so cute. So, yeah, yeah. She looked almost as beautiful as her mother. So, there's that. So that was my blessed day yesterday, and yeah. How did I know Lauren was the run? Well, one, was it love at first sight? Well, I don't know. I think it was definitely big time crush at first sight. I was working in a pharmacy, in a local pharmacy that is no longer around, and Lauren would come in to get her. She would come in to get her, her family's prescriptions filled or whatever, and she would get, just shop around the pharmacy, little mom and pop pharmacy. It wasn't like a CVS or anything like that. And so every time she would come in, I would always tell my boss, Manish. I love Manish. I haven't seen him in a long time. I tell my boss, oh, that Lauren. I'm talking about you. She hears me gossiping. I tell him, he goes, really? You Lauren, you like her? I said, yeah, yeah. You know what it is? She's got, she had just had these beautiful brown curls. Still does. Beautiful brown curls. And I don't know, she's just walking around. She's in college, so of course, she had pajama pants on. And I don't know. I just liked her, and apparently she was gossiping and chit chatting with her mom about me at the same time, the boy at the pharmacy, and then I waited until September 20 September 27th September 27th 2005 to kind of like strike up a conversation and see if she had a Facebook. Her mother was going on a mission trip to South Africa, and she came in to get like anti-malaria pills filled, so she didn't get malaria. She never got it. I don't know if she took the pills, but she never got malaria. And while she was filling all that out, and she was signing and all that stuff, I asked Lauren, I said, I don't know how I did it. I found a way to see if she was on Facebook. And she said something like that. I might have, the way I probably might have worked it in there was asking whether or not her school is on Facebook yet. Because that would still been very, was it asking about whether your school was on Facebook yet?
Yeah.
Big.
I was wearing my Sacred Heart sweatshirt.
Ah.
And you said something like, "Oh, is Sacred Heart on Facebook?"
That makes more sense.
We were one of the first schools that tested Facebook.
That makes more sense. That I would ask Lauren if her school was on Facebook yet, because, as you all know, or maybe you don't, back then they wouldn't just let anybody's great aunt with a Yahoo email address onto Facebook. It was just schools had to register with it. I was on it very early on with my college. Lauren was on it with hers, and that's how I said, okay, good. I'm gonna go search her name, and I found her, and that is and I DM'd her, and October. Hold on a second. I might have this. Now I want to figure this out. Hold on a second. Let's see here. New York Yankees schedule 2005. Give me a second, guys. New York Yankees schedule 2005. Let's go to September, and I'll tell you exactly when we had our first date. September 2005. September 30th, October 1st, and October 2nd. I'm pretty sure that Lauren and I spoke on the pharmacy on the 27th, and what was this? It would have to be a Saturday. What is September 30th? Was a when? Hey Siri, what day was September 30th, 2005?
It was Friday, September 30th, 2000.
Okay. If it was a Friday, then Lauren came over. I went to her house. I met her mother and her grandmother, and I invited her over my house. Well, my family there, and we watched the Yankees play the Red Sox. That was on October 1st, 2005. And by October 5th, 2005, we went on our first real outside date when I took her to a Yankee playoff game versus the Angels. Pretty sure. Yankee playoff game versus the Angels. So, anywho, there you have it. Okay. So, that's how that all worked out. And then we broke up next year. We broke up in August of 2006. Didn't speak for 3 years. That was for the best. If it didn't happen exactly like that, then there wouldn't be Aurora. Exactly like that. You think about how every person, like, we really win the lottery. If you're alive right now, maybe things are bad for you, but just being conscious, being alive right now, you won the lottery. When you think about all the odds, the biological odds that you had to overcome just to be conceived. You know, forget the fact that there was millions of sperm that were competing for the same egg, but I mean, matter of minutes in any direction, and you're somebody else, or no, you're not there. Somebody else is here. It's nutty. Me and my future wife had a breakup. I got tired of waiting for her to dump her fiance who was away in the Navy. I won eventually. Hmm. Billions, perhaps. Yeah, depending on the guy's diet. Yeah, billions of sperm. Depending on whether or not he takes those special pills. You know, that Mark Swan, the pills that Mark Swan takes. What happened to the Yankee game? Hold on a second. Anyway, I think they're winning. Let's put on a little bit of music. Okay, so what else? What else? You guys and gals, throw something my way. Let's see here. Quite frankly, my nephew just hit his first home run for Vanderbilt University in the SEC tournament. Beat number one Tennessee 13-4. That's terrific. That's terrific. One of my old little league players, Brooklyn. She plays for Lore. What schools Brooklyn go to again? It's not Vanderbilt. What is it? Villanova. She they just won the Big East championship. She's a monster. She was a monster back when she played for me. She pitched, she hit. Oh man, lasers. She hit lasers. So, very proud. I'm sure you're proud too. She just won. She won the Big East. She just won the Big East over there. I saw that post. Let's see, I'm gonna have to restart this. What up, Frank? Your Yanks came out the gate nice. Well, they did, and then they calmed down, and then they're kicking back up again right now. They should have taken at least 2 out of 3 from the Mariners, but Clay Holmes shit the bed 2 nights ago and gave up 4 runs in the 9th, and that was it. Let's see. Those girls can play. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Getting ready for Rude Tuesday. Yeah. Rude Tuesday indeed. Yesterday was the farthest thing from Rude. I had a really great time, and I'm glad that we're all hanging out for a little bit. I'll find it, like I said, along the way up there in hold on, put on some tunes. Hold on. Whoops. That's not what I was trying to do. Shit. My bad. Give me a second. Okay, just pelt me with some questions and some topics. I'm going to stay on with you guys for a few more minutes. And along the way on the trip that we're about to go on, I'm going to be, dropping some things. I'm going to drop some things into the Patreon and the Subscribe Star and stuff, and I'll put some other stuff on Instagram. But hell yes. Okay. Wababiba says, miss you, bro. Don't miss me. Don't miss me. It's okay. It's only one day. Well, yesterday and today, and then Thursday and Friday and Monday. It's fine though, because everybody's doing their own thing, and it'll be Tuesday before you know it. Yeah, sunglasses at night. Mark Swan, enjoy your time away. Well, I'll be thinking of you guys every time the 7 o'clock rolls around. No doubt about it. And when we come back, we've got some great stuff. Great stuff I'm working on. Some great guests. I want to bring on an evolution guest. We're working on a really good guest to come talk about the Karen Reed trial. I want to take that from the beginning because it's pretty crazy. And then there is, I'm hoping Rich Barris the first night back. Ben Davidson the second night back on the 29th. Get to talk about the auroral show and the battle between the HARP theorists and the battle between the HARP theorists and the rotating Earth theories. So that's going to be interesting. What the hell else? Oh, there's a lot. Setting another Fleckus Friday up. You guys are going to like my boy Ian Jacklin. He's a trip. He's a trip. I'm pretty sure that Willie Fix-It wants to touch my butt, says Mark Swan. Willie, Mark wishes. You don't let me tell you that I love you. Gonna set a serena, kiss me goodnight. Gonna set a That's it. Okay, give me a second. Time to say goodnight to Napoli. Let's see, it seems Karen Reed is guilty, judging from what she initially said about the incident. That poor man. We're gonna get into it. Congrats, newlyweds, 2 times. Thank you. If Thank you. Special day, and I'm glad everybody in our lives kind of, obeyed our wishes. Don't bring gifts, please. 2017 was enough. This is on another level, and everybody's presence was really nice, and everybody, your emails and things that came in, and all of your well wishes. There's just a lot of you just wishing us a happy anniversary, and that made the day very nice. That's one perk of the job that I have that I'll never take for granted, because as I always say, you guys know me, and I know some of you decently enough, but I get a lot of concentrated attention from a lot of people sometimes, and it's a little overwhelming, and it's humbling. I thank you guys. Thank you for that. Okay. Anything else? What what was I gonna bring you? I had something I want to tell you guys. Had a few things, but to hell with it. I had a great night with my girl tonight too. Says Special K. Good. That's all that matters. Ice cream Snickers is nothing to snicker at. I love the ice cream Snickers bar, the ice cream bar. But Lauren tasted it recently and said that it's something. It's Lauren, did you say if you felt like something changed with the ice cream Snicker bar?
Yeah, and it also has the bioengineered food
Oh,
warning on the back.
it's got a bioengineered food warning on the back. Really took the wind out of Lauren's sails when she tried it a couple of months ago, and she never went back to it. We become health conscious like that. Last word says, get Roseanne on again, please. I'm working on it. I was talking to her not too long ago. She had mentioned something about wanting to interview me. I don't know what that means, because all of the interviews that she does with people, they're usually in the same room as her, and I think that she records her podcast in Texas. So I don't know if that what the hell that means. If I have to drive to Texas, I don't know. She hasn't said anything else since, but I'll reach out to her. I'd like to get Roseanne in studio. I like to get Roseanne in studio is what I like to do. So I just kind of want to figure out when she'll be traveling in the Northeast, like if she's going to a New York television studio for one thing or another. But that's what I would really love. I'd love to have Roseanne in studio. Okay, let's see here. I worked at Burger King when the ice cream Snickers came out, and Burger King must have had a deal with them. Us kids that worked there ate a ton of them. I know. I'm always happy I never worked at a place like that. I would have been sneaking, uh, I would have been sneaking quarter pounders whenever I could as a kid. Like if I worked at fast food, milkshakes, quarter pounders, it would have been bad. Let's see here. Her honesty is refreshing. I would like to have her in studio. That would be great. Ice cream Snickers has been around since like the late 1980s, I think. Are we talking about the Snickers bar though, or are we talking about a tub of ice cream that has peanuts and caramel and the chocolate like mixed into it? The bar. Oh, okay. Jim Brewer, I would, man, yeah, that would be great. Jim Brewer would be terrific. I eventually want to have Fleckus in studio one day. Um, yeah, there's a lot. Hey V, what chapter should we read for book club? I just posted the book club session one forum post today. It's all there for Dandelion Wine. It's from the introduction, which you got to read the introduction. It's incredible. The introduction from Ray Bradbury up until I believe page 68 if you're reading on paperback, and 74 if you're reading on hardcover. What it comes out to is like chapter 15 because the chapters aren't they aren't they aren't numbered. So let's see here. Fleckus is awesome. Yes, he's good. Do I have a favorite serial killer? No. No, I don't. I don't. I don't have a favorite serial killer. I don't. I'm not even into that genre. I've watched things before that are on the subject, morbidly curious about certain things like that, but but not enough to have like a top 10 in anything. You aren't black. Get off my feed. Wow. Must have tripped. Must have tripped and fell into the chat room. Jim Brewer did a good podcast about JFK Jr. That was terrific. In what way? Rick Beto? I don't know who that is. Maybe I do. Send me a link. Send me a link. I'm late, dang it, says Brooklyn. It's good to see Brooklyn out there. Let's see. Enjoy your vacation. Congrats on the renewal of vows. Thank you, Time Zone. Yeah, it's hard for me to completely stay away on a weeknight at 7 o'clock. So I figured since everything is pretty chill over here and Aurora's sleeping and we're just putting some things together for our road trip tomorrow, I go live, and I'll pop in from time to time. It'll be nice. All right. Lightning round. We're at a half hour now. Thank you, Brooklyn. We're at a half hour now. Pepper me with questions. Let's see how fast we can get through 10 questions. Ready? Go. I saw the Terrence Howard thing on Rogan. I only, of course, with most things with Rogan, is I only saw highlights. I can't remember the last time I listened to an entire Joe Rogan episode. Maybe the first time Alex Jones was on. Maybe. I don't. So yeah, but I saw the Terrence Howard thing like with the periodic table, and of course with something like that, what I usually spend most time in doing is going to the reactions and going to comments and fishing out comments that seem responsible and honest, in their approach, as opposed to ad hominem and what's this bullshit. Because I don't know. Somebody goes on a rant like that, I'll sit back and just like listen to them. Go, okay. Well, I don't know what do I follow it up with. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, let's see here. Let's say, how's the wiener? He's always treated me fine. Thank you. Did you have a white or chocolate cake? I actually told my mother. She insisted on buying us a cake. She said, "Which cake do you want me to buy?" I said, "Get a strawberry shortcake." They didn't have it, so then she said, "Well, they have a wedding rum cake." I said, "Okay, whatever that is, go ahead." And it was all right. It had like two separate lines of pudding in there. You could definitely taste the rum, um, but it was a little bit too rich. I still enjoyed it. I wouldn't have been able to have a second slice though. About half the cake went. Anyway, let's see here. Let me go back up. Did you have white cake or chocolate cake? I would have been fine with a chocolate cake, by the way. Have you read Pilgrim's Press? No, I did not. Beto is good. Music lovers can appreciate. Oh, wait. Some cool breakdowns and top 20 lists on his YouTube. I think I know who you're talking about then. Rick Beto. I think I know who you're talking about. Now, okay. I think I'm subscribed to him. Beato. Okay. Yes, I do. I've now that I got the pronunciation right, I absolutely do subscribe to him. I think I found him through Anthony. Anthony told me to check him out when they did a round table or some kind of an episode on one artist or another we were talking about. It might have been a Pantera episode. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Favorite Cinderella song? Um, I don't know, man. I like Long Cold Winter. I know it's not a deepest of tracks, but and there's other ones there too that I got Aurora singing. They're not coming to my head. Um, but but yeah, I like playing Cinderella's Long Cold Winter on on my first show back after Christmas because then it's just winter time. So let's see here. The Howard episode was great. See, why not married the first time? I don't know what the hell that even means, Willie. How high will silver prices go tomorrow? I don't know. I heard that they were hovering around $32. It's just I can't stack anymore. I can't stack anymore unless you know exactly where you are. Like if you're living in the mountains and you have built yourself a cave system inside of a mountain, and that is where you're going to be through thick and thin until the lights just go out for you. I don't know. You can't keep buying. If you got to bug out, what are you going to do with hundreds of pounds of silver? I think it's good for anybody to have at least a shoebox full of 25 pounds of silver or something like that. I don't even know if that's. I honestly don't even know what I have, and it's all split up and stuff like that. But still, if I got to bug out, what am I going to do? You're leaving most of it behind. Does Aurora like Mona? Oh, is that the? No, she doesn't. Aurora watches classic. When she watches Disney, she watches classic Disney. She watches Lady and the Tramp, watches Cinderella, she loves Sleeping Beauty. Um, there's a lot of great stuff in there. Let's see here. Silver dimes are the way to go. Yeah, tons of junk silver, as they say. Tons of sleeves of Mercury head dimes, whatever you can get your hands on. Get your hands on that Mercury head. Classic Disney is the only Disney, absolutely. Good evening, good friends. Hello there. What's going on, Lisa? Silver will pay people to bug you out. I'd rather have junk silver. I like things that are well worn, just like my hats. This hat, it still has a couple of washes. Frank, will you get Jason Burmis back on? I'd love to have Jason back on. We've become decent acquaintance friends over the last couple of years. Only thing is that I think that and I said it on air, I think that he has a show now that goes live at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So, because he asked me on the show, and I said, well, that's going to be tough unless I have a night off. So I'm sure it'd be tough vice versa. Anyway, Roseanne says Mona, she likes Mona. Well, did you buy your house or are you renting? I don't know. It's complicated. It's the house is in the family. The house is in the family, and I would never buy in New York. All I'll say is that I would never buy in New York. When it's time to get out, our forever home will not be in New York. So, and prices are going to explode. It's going to get so bad around here. It's going to get real bad around here, as far as prices go. Everything keeps going up. Towns, villages, hamlets, they won't stop spending. They are invested hand over fist into accommodating illegal immigrants. It's going to ruin everything. So, I mean, there are things and there's things in place. I'm not oblivious to what's going on, and but I have work to do. I have work to do, and I built my studio here. My family's here. The studio with my brother and Mike. I mean, that's where we do our work. Listen, there's 340 million people in this country. Not everybody's going to, get out there, get out there. We're all connected. We're all connected. Some place will be worse than others. If I were in the city right now, that would be. There's no way to stake your claim in any kind of good property in the city. But being 25 miles, 30 miles outside the city, we have a little bit more time to process things, and I just have too much physically invested in where I am. It's my life's work, It's your life's work. Some people do their shows from their bedroom. It's easy for them to leave. I went several steps above and beyond what most people do, and we'll see what happens. I have enough of a plan to know that there's no perusing the New York property market, not unless I move to like Western New York, along the Pennsylvania state line, really out there closer to the big lakes. That you can get lost in the wilderness out there, and it's cheap to live, but you're still under the rules and regulations of Albany. I might be moving to New Hampshire, Rhode Island. I might be in New Hampshire. Rhode Island is like New York, corrupt and expensive. New Hampshire. Whoa, hold on. Space Shot 76? What's up? I was like, I didn't even read who the hell said that. What's going on, man? New Hampshire was one of those places that Lauren and I said, because we like the four. I like the four seasons that we have here. I like the balance that we have here. Just seasonally, I like being close to the coast, even though I don't go and visit the ocean every day. I just like where we are. I love it. So I was saying, hey, well, what about New Hampshire? What if we just go deeper into New England? Remember, New Hampshire was the target location of that libertarian exodus about 10, 12 years ago. You remember that? Everybody was like, if you're libertarian, move to New Hampshire. We're going to turn this state blood red. And I don't know what happened with that. Hey brother, my wife's parents are up there, and their brother, they do have a nice summer. Also gets hot, and they're on a lake. I know, I know. That's what I'm saying. I like it over here. We have hot summers. We've got chilly winters. The fall is you can't beat it. That's why I'm even okay with friends of ours who have moved from this area out to like Indiana, and they've maintained that kind of that temperate zone of so that's very important to me. That's very important to me because my inspiration ebbs and flows with the seasons, and if I was stuck in any one season for too long, like I know that Florida has a cool season, but it's mostly a basement, and I love Florida, but I love dipping in and getting out. um, so there you have it. The Free State Project, that's it. Yes. Curtis says, "You think you're cool smoking cigars, you're trying to be like Andrew Tate." Exactly. It's exactly what I'm trying to be like. Cocksucker. Corey says, "Love you, brother. You're one of my best friends. You don't even know it." See, that's where it gets that's where I have to keep reminding myself. It gets very humbling. I you know, I'm in your living rooms every night, and I try to keep it like, we're all hanging out on that porch. I appreciate that, man. I hope we can stay friends for a long time. Quite frankly, what's Aurora's favorite animal? Lauren, what's Aurora's favorite animal? She talks a lot about dogs, but I don't know if like anyone, but I don't know. She sleeps with two indispensable animals. She sleeps with two. There's I don't know if it's a beanie baby or whatever the hell it is, but it's a small little purple penguin, and then there is a baby sloth. So she has a sloth and a penguin, and she was never able to actually, when she couldn't say sloth, she started calling him Frothy, ROF, R F R FROF, Frothy. So his name is Frothy now, and the purple penguin's name is Baby. So she sleeps every night with Frothy and Baby. Every once in a while, she invites another character for the sleepover, but usually Brownie, which is a small little floppy-eared dog. She a lot little floppy-eared dog. That's usually it. So it's Frothy, Baby, and sometimes Brownie gets an invite to the slumber party, but other times just they she kicks them all out.
She literally kicked out Big Frothy and Baby.
Yeah, she kicked the, she when she kicks somebody out of the bedroom. It's incredible. It's incredible. So I like watching that. Okay, 43, 43 minutes. This was nice. This was nice, and I don't know. I think that's it. I'll drop little visuals along the way. Make sure you follow the Quite Frankly Instagram. That's all linked in the description of this episode, every episode, and also on quitefrankly.tv. Um, if you are a monthly subscriber on Patreon, Subscribestar, I'm going to put things in there, exclusive things in there too along the way. And I don't know. I think that's that. Frank, do you have a favorite movie? Yes. A movie that never fails for me is As Good as It Gets. As Good as It Gets never fails for me. I love it. and it's a movie that I think is really well done. Could never be made again today, like many movies. And I think it's for somewhat similar reasons. When you take out ethnic stuff, um, that's why I enjoy movies like Moonstruck so much. It hits a certain kind of tone as good as it gets. That's what we were talking about Moonstruck so much this last week. Certain kind of tone as good as it gets. It's just an everyday. There's nothing supernatural about it. It's just life drama, but fun drama. Moonstruck is, you have the Italian American thing, which is done very tastefully and amazingly, given that so many people in there are not Italian. You know, I mean, Olympia Dukakis is Greek. Cher is Armenian. Nicolas Cage is he's Italian, but that's not what he's really identified for. Cosmo's father in there is actually Russian. I think the guy who wrote it is an Irish guy from Connecticut. But it just strikes a chord. It's really really good. So anyway, yeah. How did they get that dog Verdell? Verdell. How did they get Verdell to avoid the cracks in the sidewalk? Who knows how they do this stuff with the dogs? But I love As Good as It Gets. It always puts me in a decent mood, and it's just I just love how bigoted Jack Nicholson is at first. It makes you uncomfortable. If it makes me squeal with uncomfortable delight. But the reason why it's so great is because they'll put you in that uncomfortable space. You'll see how this guy is just so whatever. But today they would never allow a character like Melvin Udall to be redeemable without it being preachy or this and that. They would never allow a character like that to be redeemable. It says a lot. It says a lot. It really does. We could talk a lot about As Good as It Gets. I love it. Okay. All right. You guys have a good night, and I will talk to you soon. I'll talk to you along the way. Be well. Take care. And, yeah, email me, whatever the hell else. Yeah, we'll be back. I'm going to finish this, and then I'll talk to you soon. Frank, watch the stream Jay Dyer's doing right now. After your stream, you will be orthodox. Listen, I love listening to Jay. People who do work that like Jay does is so above and beyond what I can handle in that category. I'm good where I'm at, and who knows what happened. All I care about is what team are you on? Are you on the same team? Is everybody on the same team right now? I don't care if you're Orthodox, Roman Catholic, or Protestant. I think we're all, if you're on the same team, and I think that the only thing that really matters is where you invest all of your hopes and your faith in salvation. And it's always interesting to listen to people to debate, but it's so far beyond my pay grade. Anyway, I'll go check them out. I've got some time to kill tonight. I might even play a little bit of MLB The Show. So if you follow me on Twitch, be on the lookout for that, because maybe I'll put the microphone live and I'll still talk to you guys in the chat room while I play a game of baseball. So put your Twitch notifications on. I'll see you again. Take care, ladies and gents. Bye-bye.